That's why I care, because I've read all this shit. It speaks about a time where there is no right or wrong, where right will be wrong and wrong will be right. You know what I'm saying? We're living in a world now where the more knowledgeable you are, the worse off you are.
Rated G, baby.
Yeah, baby. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata. I am your host once again, Gary G. Garcia, along with my partner in Misinformation, Brian Licata, doing another late night show, man. This is how committed we are. You know, haven't hung out for a minute. You know, we said we got to get together tonight and get one out for our people.
Yeah, dude, it's been a while. I think the last one kind of roughed us up a little bit.
Which last one?
The last one was Pizzagate Part 2, people. And if you haven't listened to the first or the second, check it out. Exclusive on Spotify.
That's right.
Check out our link. Subscribe, baby. Support the show. Listen to the shit. But that last episode, bro, that did it to us. We were.
It burned me out,
stopped.
man.
Yes, we stopped. We had to stop.
Yeah, it burned me out. It was too much. It was too deep. I had to pull away from that for a while and dive into another hole.
Uh-oh.
That's all I do, man. It's horrible. It's horrible. You know, I've been looking into the whole non-binary. No, you know, dudes can have periods and give birth, and you know, chicks. It's all just fucking insane.
Now, how does that work, Gary? Can you tell me?
Can I tell you how it works?
Mm-hmm.
Well, to start with, you have to be insane. I'm going to get canceled quick on this fucking episode. This is it. This is the episode that's going to drop me. You don't want to go at the letters. The minute we start going at the letters, you think it was bad with Pizzagate. If we start going at the letters, we're done. You know? And the truth is, I love the letters. I got no beef with anybody. All I'm saying is leave me the fuck alone. You know?
Is anybody messing with you directly? Or
not with me directly.
But by the content,
I see where shit is going. I see where shit is going. And I don't know why I feel I have to say something about it. I don't know why. Like, who gives a fuck about my opinion?
Our viewers, the fans of Rated G.
I have to like sit there and go, yo, what the fuck is going on, man? What's crazy is, you know, I think all of this is once again just going toward the whole emasculating men thing that's going on in the United States, just trying to make men weaker and softer and ashamed to be a man. And I will say real quick that I am definitely 100% happy that I'm a dude. You know, shit ain't great being a dude. You know, people say the men run the world. They say it all the time. I don't. I'm not one of those dudes. I'm one of the dudes under the thumb of the men who run the world.
That's true.
And a few
women got it worse.
You know, and a few women. You know, I've had women bosses too. I've never really been a boss, so I've always been under somebody's thumb.
I feel like they got it worse. You know,
women definitely got it worse, man. I'm not trying to say it doesn't suck to be a woman if you're a woman. I mean, I you know, I just miss the old days when the world was round. You know, boys were boys and girls were girls, and I didn't have to give a fuck. You know, and that's what I'm saying. You know, like my thing is like, look, do what you want to do, you know, and let me not give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And in return, I will let you not give a fuck. You know, I'm all for human rights. That's what I'm about. Human rights. As a human being, you should be able to live your life free from stress, you know, that's brought on by other people. No one should be able to beat you. No one should be able to stop you from living your life.
Way you
want to live it. You know, after that, you're looking for special treatment, and I'm not with that special treatment shit. Forgive me. You know, I'm old school.
And how do you feel about special treatment for those who were oppressed in the past? None of that, right? You want an equal playing field for all? Are you a communist, Gary? Sounds like you're a Gary. You got a red undershirt on underneath that That's what that little shirt you got on right there.
I don't wear red. I don't
red?
want no one to mistake me that I'm in some sort of organization that likes red.
Like a communista.
Yeah, no, I'm not a am I I don't know. What's a communist?
Well, a communist.
Explain to me what a communist is, and I'll tell you if I'm one.
No, you're definitely not a communist. The communist would, everything is owned by the state, and everyone gets an equal share of the state's goods and products and land. And
well, they don't get an equal share; they get whatever the fuck they give you.
Correct. That's actually how it works.
Yeah, it's not an equal share. This is what we're giving you equally to everybody.
In practical application, yes. In theory, no.
Well, I always say
what I said was yes. In practical application, you.
Yeah, see, I always say that it's sort of like what I say about socialism. It's great in theory.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage.
Well, dude, let's talk about Russia real quick, bro. What do you?
Are we still at war with them? The last thing I heard, we gave them $40 billion. That's the last thing I heard.
to the Ukraine.
Yeah. The Ukraine. We gave the Ukraine $40 billion. We got people starving here in America, but we gave $40 billion to the Ukraine. And I'm gonna keep it real. I don't give a fuck what happens out there. I'm sorry. I wasn't planning on visiting. I didn't have no tickets to go there for my vacation, so my plans aren't ruined. I was never thinking of going there. I had no intentions of going to visit there. What do you go there for? What are their points of interest that I would go there for?
Russian points of interest. The vodka is probably pretty good.
Well, I wasn't even talking about Russia. I would go to Russia before I went to the Ukraine.
You're talking about what is in the Ukraine? Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. Was the Ukraine all that great of a place before?
Yeah, is there a reason I should give a fuck? Like, I can understand if you're Ukrainian, listen, give a fuck, man. If you're Ukrainian, give a fuck. But like, I should give a fuck. What do I know? I know nothing about them. I could barely spell it.
Ukraine is weak.
I didn't say that. I didn't say you guys look like a bunch of pricks with ears. I said you guys look like a bunch of ears without pricks. You never saw that movie, did you? The Wanderers.
No, I don't think I have.
Best movies ever made, man.
Yeah, no, I got to check it out.
Hey, Tara, this guy just said you look like a bunch of pricks with ears. And it was the Baldies. And he goes, I didn't say that. I didn't say you guys look like pricks with ears. I said you guys look like a bunch of ears without pricks. Yeah, man, but it's a crazy world. I just finished watching. You got to watch it, dude. What is a Woman? You got to watch it.
Yeah, Matt Walsh, right?
You got to watch it.
It's on Livewire.
It's only on Livewire. You got to join. It's $15, but it's worth $15. You join and then you cancel. Mm-hmm. You got to see it, man, because it's basically talking about the agenda. Like, I wouldn't give a fuck about any of this. I really wouldn't. And what I'm talking about is strictly the whole boys can be girls and girls can be boy things. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. Anyone who knows me.
Are you sure that's what it's called? Is Livewire?
I think it's called Livewire, isn't it? Just put in, what is a woman? It'll pop right up.
Daily Wire.
There you go. On the Daily Wire. I was wrong. I'm terrible with names and shit. Okay. But it is amazing. It's almost comical at times. At times it's almost comical because he's sitting there talking to this one person and he says, they're trying to say whatever you feel like you are.
Hold on a second.
They're basically saying,
right. Okay.
They're basically saying whatever you feel like, that's what you are.
I'm good with that, bro. I really am. I'm good with that.
You're good with that. And they're saying whatever your reality is whatever your truth is, that's truth.
That's pretty much what we got anyway.
Nah, brother. See, there's always been absolute truths. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what this whole thing is. This whole thing really is to just break down absolute truth, that there is no absolute truth. The truth is whatever you want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I get through every single day, my friend.
To some extent, man, that shit could work. But when you're talking about like dealing with a society
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You can't cater to everyone, first of all, in a society. You can't. Because a society that caters to everyone is a society that will not function. You'll never be able to even have a president, because one person will be like, I don't like him. And they'll be like, well, sorry. Well, we know 99 of us like you, but one person doesn't. We can't, you can't do it. So the reality is, people don't want, that's what gets me mad when they talk about equality. I'm all for equality, but you don't want equality. You want to be special. You want to be special in all these things when it comes to women's rights and all this shit. And that's the funny thing too. Like I was saying the other day, any problem I got with this is really defending women, because you're looking at like, it's not affecting men. There's no women transgendering into men, transitioning into men and trying to get in men's sports. And if they wanted to, the men would have no problem. They'd be like, come on, come into the sports. We'll bust your ass too. It's only going the other way. And what all this is like when, and the problem that I have is they're teaching this to the children, dog. They're teaching this shit to like lower grade kids. You're not even talking like high school. You're talking young grade kids. I'm not exactly sure what grade they're starting, but I wouldn't be surprised to say as early as fourth grade, third grade, fourth grade, they're teaching this shit. They're reading them books. They're saying some men have vaginas. No, men.
I got to see that, bro.
Men don't have. You could look it up right now, man. You could look up woke teachers. You know what I'm saying? Just put in woke teachers. You got them, like you got all these. This one teacher came out and said that he has an agenda, that my agenda is to teach these kids, about my lifestyle and it's not about you. You're supposed to be teaching them math, science, history. Since when does a teacher's sexual identity come into a child's life? I don't send them to school for you to teach them about your identity. What are you fucking insane?
Their personal identity you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I never remember really teachers talking about anything
never
related.
First of all my teachers were ugly. We didn't have the teachers we have now. Now you got hot teachers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They're usually like a grandmother type,
One of the waitresses at the show is a teacher. And I said, what class? I said, what grade do you teach? She says 7th and 8th grade. I said, how many boys are in your class? She said, I got about probably like 20 in each class, and I said, you got like 40 kids jerking off every night thinking about you, right? You know that. Hot teachers know that shit. They know that shit. They dress up going to school hot. Why are you dressing up looking nice going to school? Who are you trying to impress? Come on, man.
The school environment was always very, very weird to me, in a very, very fake way. It's sort of like real world, but it's not.
Teachers are the freakiest fucking. They come out on those teacher conventions in Atlantic City. Teachers are fucking. These are the people teaching our children, and the thing is, like, I don't really give a fuck what you do on your own time, but man, when they let loose, boy, teachers are fucking craziest freaks out there, man. They're fucking nuts. Teachers are fucking nuts.
What do you think the top 3 professions are?
For what?
The biggest freaks. You got teachers in there. Who else?
Oh, the biggest freakiest professions?
Yeah.
Well, teachers will come in number 1.
What is this? Here it is. Whoa, what is that?
What?
You see what is floating on screen? Is that a Cinnabon? Where's that floating from the hand of God herself? A Cinnabon. Wow. I've never seen that before in a podcast. A Cinnabon just appears out of thin air. What? Right. Oh, it's hot. There's melted icing.
Yeah, and all you got to do is marry her. All you got to do is make sure you're there for the rest of your life.
I'm happy to do that, buddy.
Yeah, it's about time she's feeding you, man. Look at those fucking arms. Those fucking sticks you call arms. For a second, I thought you broke your leg. I thought those were
ladies and
crutches.
Gentlemen. If you notice a tone in Gary's voice right now, that is what's known as jealousy and bitterness. It's a little bit of combo of each. I'd say about 60% jealousy of the Cinnabon and 40% bitterness from his years of trauma.
I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you. I wouldn't. When you're right, you're right.
Good to see you, man. It's been too long since our last episode.
It's fucking not very professionally, on the screen, but that's okay, man. We're not mad at you.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I'm not mad at you, man.
It's just too good to pass up.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, man, like teaching the kids this, it's like, it's just ridiculous, man. Let these kids be fucking kids, man. You got these parents that they're raising their little children as like they got little boys and they're raising them as little girls because the little boy at 4 years old said he wants to be a girl. And then the mother goes, no, he goes, the little boy said, I am a girl. That's what the little boy said. And the mother said, he didn't say, I want to be a girl. He said, I am a girl. And that's a big difference. Yeah, to a 4-year-old.
We watched that on the show, man. I mean, to
a 4-year-old who also believes in Santa and the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
beautifully put. Once those things are out of your life, then you can start making some decisions.
Yeah, once you realize your parents are fucking liars and you're hit with the reality that not even your parents are going to be true to you and tell you the truth, then you realize everyone lies. And then I want to see what you feel, And it's funny too, because they ask, like I said, it's a simple question. That's why I like the thing. What is a woman? Because you have people transitioning. They say that they identify as a woman. Well, what is a woman? What do you identify as?
Right. What does that mean?
Makes a woman a woman?
That is the subject of the documentary.
Nobody could answer it. Nobody. It's not that they couldn't. They didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? And the truth of the matter is, a woman, and you can cancel me if you want, is a biological female, a biological adult female with a vagina. That is a woman. That's simple, and can give birth almost 99% of the time. Now, there's a slight percentage that they have the vaginas, but they can't give birth because of whatever difficulties. Doesn't make them less than a woman. They're still a woman. They have a vagina. Their body is made up to produce life, right? A man, what is a man? Easy. A man is a grown male human being with a dick. That's what it is. Anything after that is semantics. What is a good man? What is a bad man? What is a good woman? What is a bad woman? What do they tend to be like? Women tend to be a little more nurturing. Men tend to be a little more, that's all. That's all semantics as to, that can change.
Right.
You have women who are tomboys. You have men who are feminine. That's fine. Now, with that said, that's just the absolute truth of it. That's the bottom line truth. Not my truth, the truth. That's what it is. Now, from there, we can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? From there, it's like, okay, so, you want to transition to be whatever you want to be. That's fine. But you do realize that you're a person that transitions into that. And the truth is most, this ain't a fight that the trans community is really pushing. Because most trans people will say that they are a trans female, or I'm a trans man, I'm a trans woman. They recognize that they were born one way and transitioned.
Interesting.
That's fine. I could respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the reality of it. And like, my cousin became a man. I call him. Why? Because when I look at him, he looks like a him. He went through the whole shit, looks like a man. I can't question whatever the fuck, he felt inside, And I'm actually really interested to have a conversation with him. I don't want him to feel exploited, so I probably wouldn't bring him on the show. But I do want to have a conversation as to how he feels about this. Does he feel he's a real man, or does he feel like he was a female that transitioned into a man?
I'd be interested in just hearing, thought process, or even like a day-to-day on somebody who went through that.
I'm not gonna lie. What really gets to me about some of these things is I feel like they're being taken advantage of by these doctors. One doctor who does these transitional things all the time clearly is taking advantage of their clients. At one point, she said she don't care. Like they asked her something, I don't know if it was about the suicide rates or whatever, or that some people regret it. She said it's a small percentage that regret it and that she didn't care. You're a doctor.
Yeah, I mean,
you're supposed to care. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're being manipulated. I feel like
well, I think the big thing with everything, bro, that we talked about is it's really how, you know, news outlets and, you know, the bigger community frames everything.
There's an agenda.
You know?
There's an agenda. And that's why I'm speaking about it. Because the truth of the matter is, if you look at the percentage of people that are trans or whatever, it's a small percentage.
It's like 1 in 30,000.
It's like less than 1%.
Yeah, 1 in 30,000 males,
Yeah.
1 in 100,000 females.
Exactly. It's a small percent. So why is this so pushed into the spotlight? You understand what I'm saying? Like, since when do we push such a small group of people into the spotlight? We don't do that with a lot of bigger groups of people. We don't push them into the spotlight the way this is in the spotlight right now. The way this is actually going to be one of the running things they run on. Watch.
2024, you think so?
Dude, I watched this thing the other day too. And once again, I called it earlier. You know, once again, this dude was kicking some shit about, you know, pedophiles. Yeah. That we need to stop calling them pedophiles because that's a negative. Right away, there's a negative, you know, feeling when you say that. So they want to call them, I think it's called MAPS, right? We looked it up. And it was called MAPS, male.
Yeah. Minor attracted
people.
Persons, yeah.
Persons.
Yeah, well, listen, man.
You know,
we talked about
insane?
It. We talked.
Move to fucking, where was that place that the 11-year-olds were getting?
Nigeria, dude, coming in.
Move to Nigeria, man. Get the fuck out of here. We don't need Jews in here, man. Move to Nigeria.
I remember when, you know, we were probably a year into COVID, maybe a little bit longer. Me and you were talking on the show that, you know, I think the next big push that's going to come out is climate change. And right now we're seeing all these gas prices and stuff go up. And dude, they keep going up. It's almost $5 a gallon right now.
Dude, it's $5 a gallon out here, man. What do you?
Is it really? Yeah, it's $4.75 here.
No, I pay $5 and change. I get plus, and they're watering it down. How about that?
Why do you get?
How about that for a conspiracy? This is my conspiracy theory. They're not only raising the prices, but they're watering it down. I used to go further in my full tank than I go now.
Maybe you need an oil change or clean a filter.
No, dude, my shit's on point. I changed my oil. I just did my brake. My car's on point, dude. I stay on top of all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'll put a half a tank and I'll go somewhere that used to be half of that and still have half of that. And now I take that same ride. I come back, I have a quarter. Less, like it's right on E. And I'm like,
oh yeah, man. It's $5 down there, huh?
Something's not right there. You know.
Man, this is crazy,
they're coming from so many different angles, dude. You can't even. What can you do? They're hitting you from every fucking angle.
Dude,
they're hitting you. They're geniuses, dog. They got people on the payroll that are geniuses, man. These motherfuckers gave mad money to people knowing
look at
well.
This, bro. This is
18-month average.
Yeah, so this is Christmas 2020, right? 214. It's at $5.
And it was $2, yeah, man. And it was $2.14.
Bro, 18 months.
I can't even remember when it was that low. Honestly, I don't even remember that.
It's 18 months ago, man.
Can't even remember that.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Man, they're almost paying $6 out in fucking Cali, bro. More than $6. Wow, dude.
And last I remember, didn't we run into all those countries?
It's the Saudis, bro. They got us by the balls.
Well, listen, I mean, the gas shit, we could put an end to quick. It's just, it would take everybody on the same page, which is, fuck you, we're not going to the gas station today. If everybody did that, everybody in one day, watch those prices come down. Go 2 days. We'll get that shit back to $2.
You want to try that?
Because I'm telling you now, even when they bring it down, it's not going to go back to $2 because our dumb asses are running out there at this price paying it. I don't drive nowhere. Yeah, I wait till I definitely have to go and then I drive.
Yeah.
I'm not driving nowhere.
I'm kind of with you there too, man. We haven't, you know, I haven't been traveling as much. I've been trying to get, you know, $20 on a tank to last me all week.
Gave money to everybody. Everybody went out and bought cars. They raised the tolls, raised the gas, and then they did it again. You know what the tolls are out here on the Atlantic City Expressway now? $4.
That's just fucking sin.
It was 75 cents when I moved out here. I've been out here 3 years. It's $4.
What? To get to where?
To go through the fucking tolls on the expressway.
How far?
Just on the expressway. The fucking second toll you hit on the expressway is $4 fucking. The one that used to be 50 cents now is $1.75.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you're talking about the Egg Harbor tolls, $4. Yeah, it used to be $2.50, I think, or $3.
They're raising the prices like mad. It used to be fucking 50 cents.
Yeah, 50
this one was
cents.
75 cents, 50 cents.
Yeah.
The last one when you come in, the very last one that you come
50
in.
cent, then what's what's it at now? 75?
175.
Wow.
That's more than 100% raise, dude.
No.
That's insane.
Maybe we should move in together.
That's fucking insane, dude. You got your wife there, man.
Yeah, but we can get like an in-law suite in the back. You want me to see if I can pitch it?
I mean, the in-law suite. I could be as annoying as an in-law.
I just want to see you less. It'd be nice if we had a little studio though, bro, wouldn't it?
We will. We're gonna have a fucking place one day, dude. You gotta dream big.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Our studio
right
will
now
be
we
cool
in separate places, but one day everything's gonna change. Oh, look, I don't even got my Sade popping, man. Come on, I got my Sade in there.
It was a lot of fun doing that episode at your crib.
That was dope, man. That was a fun fucking episode, man. A fun fucking episode.
We had a lot
Cheers
of fun.
To us.
Yeah. Cheers to us. Yeah, I don't even know what we're at, man. We're in the 70s episode wise.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
We in there, man.
It's pretty cool.
But I was bugging on this whole shit. Staying back on this topic real quick. There was one point where he says to these people in the street, what is a woman? And they're like, a woman is anybody who identifies as a woman, which is usually the answer. And they go, yeah, but what is that they identify as? They go, anything that you want it to be. And he goes, well, what if I said my reality is you don't exist? And they go, okay, then we don't exist. He goes, but obviously you exist. And they go, how do you know? And he goes, because we're having this conversation. And this bitch goes, are we? Okay. So now this is where we're at. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is where we're at. And what people don't realize is this shit is scriptural, yo. That's why I care. Because I've read all this shit. It speaks about a time where there is no right or wrong, where right will be wrong and wrong will be right. You know what I'm saying? We're living in a world now where the more knowledgeable you are, the worse off you are, because they see you as a threat. You know what I'm saying? When you have a little bit of wisdom, they see you as a fucking threat. So we're living in a world now where having wisdom works against you. You know how many times I have to dumb myself down just so that I don't offend people? I got to dumb myself down.
Say for about 25 to 45 minutes a night.
This world is filled with left nut specimens, dude. Left nut specimens. That's my sensitive one. That's the one that hangs higher. If you touch it, ouch, ooh, don't touch. Motherfuckers be left nuts, be right nut specimens, man. Be warriors. My right nut hangs. He don't give a fuck. I very, very rarely notice he's there. All these left nut specimens, all sensitive and shit, man. I'm tired of it. And that's the thing. The thing is, people could say that, and that's the thing. People say that right out the bat, by definition, I would be transphobic. Just from what I just kicked, I would be transphobic. Because transphobic is anybody who questions what the fuck you're talking about and doesn't agree with you. That's a transphobe. Although the word itself means I'm scared of transsexuals or transgender people, which, like I said, anyone who really knows me, they would know I don't give a fuck. I don't give a solid fuck. I treat everybody with coolness and love and respect because I treat individuals on individual basis. You know what I'm saying? So say whatever you want about me. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't mean nothing to me. Be more like me. Don't give a fuck. That's the problem.
I don't know if you want to tell people to be more like you.
In the sense of, don't do what I do, but in the sense of don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Yeah. Stop looking for validation from fucking everybody. And that's what it is. When you really come down to it, this is all they want, to be validated. But it's a little hard to be validated where you're telling me you identify as a woman, but you're still 100% looking like a man.
Yep.
Didn't do anything. You just identify as a woman. Well, what is that? What do you know about that? What is it you're trying to be? If you can't answer that question, then what is it you identify as?
I don't know, bro.
And it's wrong. And then people say, and this is the second answer that they all give. And this is whenever you go online and you look at all this shit and you look at the comments, the second one they like to throw at you is, why do you care so much? Because you're making me care so much.
Right.
You're right. I don't care. But now you're telling me if I use the wrong pronoun, I can go to jail. There's some laws now that they're making in some of these states that if you use the wrong fucking pronouns, they're calling that a hate crime. Are you fucking kidding me? How am I supposed to? I'm looking at one person, but I'm supposed to see you as a they. Plus, I don't even know why I would bring that up in reality. The reality is I wouldn't even bring it up. I don't call people Mr., Mrs. Right. I call them by their fucking names.
Right. Or say, hey, how are you?
Or say, hey, yo, what's up?
What's up? How you doing? Yeah. What up? Yeah. Generic.
Yeah. I don't like who goes, yo, Mister. Or
I would never call you sir.
Oh, you're gonna call me sir. It's gonna be in our contract. That's just gonna be in our contract now, motherfucker.
I would do it for $75 per word. I would say sir every time if you gave me $75 per time I say it.
Why would I do that?
For clout, for ego, for joy, for personal pride, for
any ego I have, I earn, baby.
Yeah, I mean you'll earn this through financial means.
Yeah.
It's a good deal, bro. It's a good deal.
What's a good deal?
Yeah, I mean this stuff's all wacky. Tell me how the shows were this week. What went on? What's going on? What's going on in the creative mind of G? I want to give a shout out to you, bro, for editing your video clips. Bang bang. Yeah.
This week was dope, man. We had Eleanor Kerrigan out here. Big up to Eleanor. She was supposed to be on the show, but her hair stylist showed up late that day, so everything got pushed back. But big up to Eleanor, man. Love you. You totally rock. She came out here. She did like, I think 6 shows. She was out here for like 3 days, destroyed every show. Mm-hmm. I ate a dick on a couple of them. But that's all right. You got to do that every now and then.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm trying out a whole bunch of new shit now too. That's, just as controversial as all the last shit, which shouldn't even be controversial. It's just my thoughts. Sorry, my thoughts, trigger people.
We actually have a video clip of you talking about eating a dick. If you'd like to take a quick sneak peek, we'll watch it live together on the show.
The edibles before a show.
It's a bad idea, dude. Yeah.
You don't know
how hard they're actually going to hit you. Yeah. That's the fun part though, right? That's the fun part.
And that's what it is when you see me, people. I hope people know that. That when you come to see me, you get anything. That's the joy of coming to see me. If you watch me eat a dick, then you could say you saw me eat a dick. That's a special. That's probably more special than watching me kill it. Everybody gets to see me kill it, but not everybody gets to see me fucking bomb a stage hard.
The best part is you just go right through too.
Yeah, it's like it's either they're gonna come along or they're gonna fucking watch a plane crash.
Yeah, and or walk out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't finish the rest of it. I go, they do walk out.
They do walk out. Sorry, sure. It was on there though. Yeah, it was
when I come to the realization that people are walking out on me.
Dude, I want to keep producing.
I walked the whole row. I did walk a whole row.
Wow, that's even impressive for you.
Yeah, the whole second row got up and walked out. But supposedly they told the people outside it wasn't because they didn't like me. They were scared of the black dude in the corner that kept like heckling me. But he was like, he wasn't heckling me bad. He was drunk. So he was like, he was just like, yo, where you from? What part of Queens you from? Meanwhile, I just got up there and like, it was just aggressive and he was scaring everybody. And it's tough to, to go at somebody who's bigger than you and also who's not really dissing you. He's just disrupting the show.
Right.
After the show, he's like trying to hug me. Like, I'm sorry, dog. You mad funny. And I'm like, yeah, I would have been funnier if you would have let me, get a word out.
Right. Do my thing. What I was here supposed to be doing.
But that's part of the game. We work in a business where they encourage people to get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
They encourage that, because that's where they make their money. So, you got to deal with that sometimes, but
how many other professions just have to deal with a drunk person disrupting their work?
I don't think there's really many, except for like, I guess if you're a drug counselor.
Prostitution.
Yeah. Strippers. See, but strippers, strip clubs, they have to deal with a lot of drunk idiots, man.
Yeah. But performance, how about performance?
Not really. None. I mean, music, you got guards, they take care of that shit. You keep playing.
Right. You want that too.
I've had people fighting in the crowd, and I just kept playing.
You give them a soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, you keep playing. That's the thing with music. People get mad, but that's what we're taught. Real artists are taught. You keep playing.
Right.
When shit is bugging out, you keep playing. Unless there's gunshots going off, then you got to get the fuck out of there.
Dude, remember how crazy that
but when fights break out, you usually keep playing.
Remember that Astro World thing we talked about? Whatever happened with that? There was no
what happened with that?
We never see any resolution to anything. We just hear the story break, and then
we still don't even know what's going on with Giselle Max, whatever her name is.
No, she gets her sentencing this month.
Where'd you hear that? Because I haven't heard shit. I haven't heard shit about her, man. It's like all these things come about and they put it in our faces to give us shit to think about. And
June
then it's
28th.
just like, it goes away.
June 28th.
June 28th. What do you think they're going to give her?
10 years, maybe.
You think so? I don't even think she's going to get that. I hope I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong.
Yeah.
People think that that my mind is stubborn. No, my mind can be changed. It's changed a bunch of times. It just has to be there has to be some sort of absolute truth behind what you're kicking. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop fucking trying to change things. We keep going in this direction. Math won't mean shit. And I want to identify as Elon Musk.
No more llamas.
Man, like
you don't want to be a llama anymore.
No, I want to. Can I identify as more than one person, more than one thing?
I mean, it's entirely up to you, Gary. I mean, whatever you want is what you can do, right?
That's my reality, man. When the moon comes out, I'm a llama.
A were llama.
And then the rest of the day, I'm Elon fucking Musk. All my dollars feel like $1 million bills. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, like it's just so fucking stupid that this is even going on. It's like, it's just ridiculous. Do you, but stop trying to make everybody fucking agree with you, or stop looking for validation. Stop it. Nobody gives a fuck. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody gives a fuck about me. That's called life, motherfucker. Get with it. You'll find some people that care, but you'll be a dick because they'll do something that lets you down, and then you'll hold grudges against them. Meanwhile, that motherfucker cared about you. Because there's no perfect people. You're not perfect, but you want people to be perfect around you. It's all just nonsense. It's all people. Nothing is worse, man. I was talking to a friend who we have a mutual friend who is just stuck 50 fucking 3 years old right now. And they're bringing up things from when they were 12 years old to this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're saying, but you remember when you did this, you were a terrible friend. Remember when you did this? 12 years old, you're 53. You're thinking about when you were 12 years old. I got people close to me, they do that shit all the time, man. Grew up where I grew up, been through what I've been through, and they're all fucked up because they're holding on to shit when they were like, yo, man, you can't change what the fuck went on. I'm tired of people thinking they deserve. You got people that are waiting for fucking apologies.
Well, I think
they're going, I deserve an apology. Nobody owes you shit. I said it. Nobody owes you shit.
I really think that one of the harder things in life to learn is learning how to forgive yourself, and then let stuff go.
That's what it's all about.
It really is.
People don't
That's
realize
when you find peace. That's when you find your inner peace.
Forgiveness doesn't let the other person off the hook. It lets you off the hook, because the other person's still gonna have to live with all their fucking decisions. Mm-hmm. And if you were good to that person, as good as you probably think you were, because everybody always thinks they're really, I don't know. But if you were really as good as you think you were to that person, then the greater loss is the fact that you don't fuck with that person no more.
Right.
And believe me when I say they feel that, they miss that. Mm-hmm. They remember when they could have called you and you would have had their back. So when you forgive someone, you're not letting them off the hook. Just because I forgive you don't mean I got to chill with you anymore. You let yourself off the hook. That means you have no feelings when you see that person. That person doesn't make you angry and fuck up your day. When you hear their name, you don't sit there and go, oh, I remember when they did this. And now all of a sudden your whole day's fucked up again. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's all about fucking freeing yourself, letting go of shit. There's no law other than the agreement you made in your own mind that says you have to carry around all the baggage of all your life.
Yep.
There were things that you did, bad decisions. There were things you couldn't control. Let it all go. Why? So that you can move fresh in each new day. Some days are going to be good. Some days are going to be bad, people. That's just life, you know, and the better you get at taking that shit, then the easier it becomes to get through this life. Catering to everybody, softening everything. People get mad just because of the word you use. They were getting mad at this dude because he used the word something castration. What do they give rapists? I mean, pedophiles. They give them that thing that's like
a chemical castration.
Chemical. He used the word chemical castration, and they were like, "Well, I don't like that word that you're using." And he looked up the definition of it, and it exactly meant what he wanted it to mean. At one time, he says, "I'm just looking for the truth," and a professor, a college professor who teaches about gender and sex, said, mm-hmm. I don't really like the way you're using that word. He said, truth? Well, what is your truth? Well, no, not my truth. See, truth is not your truth or my truth. Truth is the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Is there no longer anything goes, dog? And when that happens, watch how bad it gets. You know, you can't live in a society where anything goes. You got to have some sort of moral compass to something, you know, something. At least that's how I feel, for shit to go right. I mean, if everybody's doing whatever the fuck they want to do, then we're in for some hard times.
Damn, dude, this is crazy. I'm looking up like chemical castration.
Yeah, well, that's what they give, you know, to the kids, they, you know, as blockers for them not going into puberty, to block their puberty. And then they sit there and say it paused one, you know, the chick's a doctor and she's like, it pauses it like a record. So if down the line they decide that they, you know, that they are a different gender, they could just get off it and you pick up on the very next note. What are you talking about? If I spent 10 years of you blocking my fucking, my shit, dog. And then I started again, ain't I 10 years behind on my growth and that's not going to affect me in any way? What you want to do, listen, you should not be letting a person change parts of themselves, right? When they're too young to get a tattoo. They can't even get a tattoo, but you're letting them take blockers to block their puberty and shit like that.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. I
But
think
they can't get a tattoo. They can't get a tattoo. They can't even smoke a cigarette.
I think this is our case, bro. We should start doing steroids, both of us. Now,
there we go with the steroids again. What does that have to do with anything?
Dude, I mean, we're talking about all this stuff. I mean, it just makes sense that would naturally be how this conversation flows.
Looking at your arms, I can understand why you want to do steroids.
Let's get huge, bro.
I can understand. And people, you know, if he ever comes in here looking diesel, don't even ask. We just know. If he comes in here and he's looking like fucking all diesel, why ask? Why sit there and go, I think he's on it. Definitely. All right. Definitely.
And then make sure you subscribe to watch the bonus content of the documentary of the whole process.
The whole process of him getting the fucking shots in his ass cheeks. You know, I forgot what I was even saying because you just threw me off on that shit.
This stuff's depressing, man. It is. It hurts to think about. I want to think about it. It's not fun to think about.
All right. Let's talk about things on the lighter side. There was another mass shooting today. Let's talk about something lighter. On the lighter side of news, there was another mass shooting today, yo. And apparently it was a couple of people that shot into the crowd and they didn't catch no one. They didn't catch not a motherfucker.
Philly?
Yeah, it came up on my news feed.
It was in Philly.
In Philly. Yeah. Another mass shooting. Oh, so let's talk about that for a second, because you know what they're trying to say now?
South Street.
You know what they're trying to say? They're trying to say that the mass shooting correlates or is in somewhat in relation to marijuana being legalized. I sent you the thing.
Oh yeah, did you send me that on Instagram? Is that what that was?
Yeah, on Instagram. I sent you it. It's saying that marijuana makes you angry. And it's making these people angry and they're going out and shooting people. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
Oh yeah, it was Laura Ingraham. That's what it was.
God, I can't stand that chick. That's the chick from that interview,
Fox.
right?
Yeah,
from the Pizzagate interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, show that shit real
No,
quick.
that was Megyn Kelly.
Oh, that was Megyn Kelly. She looks just like this chick.
Well, that's what they do.
This chick is an idiot too. You know, she's an idiot too, man. I couldn't believe the fucking, I'm like, what kind of propaganda bullshit is this? And the funny thing is, that's only going to work on people who don't smoke. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody who smokes weed is going to believe what she's saying. Nobody. One of the reasons I knew the government was lying to me is the first time I fucking smoked weed, because I was hanging out with dudes who were killers and thugs, and we were not doing anything that we would have been doing had we been drinking. When we were drinking, we were fucking doing crazy shit. But when we were smoking weed, we were all in the house, listening to Pink Floyd, fucking, talking about life shit, wondering why this ain't legal. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. And now they're going to say it makes people more angry. You got the clip? Did you find it?
Yeah, I got the clip.
What else? So they can see what the fuck I'm talking about. This new propaganda bullshit that they're trying to come at us with.
So considering the horrific carnage here from other tragedies we already know about where high-potency cannabis may have played a role, it's important that Americans have more answers. We deserve to know the truth about this multi-billion-dollar and growing industry, how it's affecting our young people, our working-age population, and even our military readiness. Joining me now is...
The military readiness, bro. I mean, come on. Now, I will say, to her credit, I do believe in schizophrenia and psychosis being something in your brain. And once you start to have those episodes, maybe through drugs or for other reasons, other things can play a role in that also. So I'm not saying she's wrong, dude. It could.
No,
it could.
I'm saying she's wrong because here's the thing. It's not the marijuana. Like you just said, if you have these other psychosis, yeah, I mean, anything could trigger that. So, yeah, you probably shouldn't be smoking weed or drinking alcohol.
It's really, dude, it's not for everybody. Yes, correct.
I mean, nothing is for everybody.
Right. But the way, the way she's doing it is for fear, and that's clear. That's what that
Nothing
is.
is for everybody. But the fact of the matter is, marijuana is not making people go out and kill people. I challenge anybody. I
agree with you there.
And anybody, like I said, that's only going to work on people who don't smoke weed. That's all that's going to work on. And the fact that there's
not
more
even
people
all
out
of them.
there, it's going to work on a lot of them.
It's going to work on a lot of them. Watching Fox News.
It's going to work on a lot of them. And it's bullshit, because anyone who smokes weed knows that the last thing you want to do is anything when you're really high. Nonetheless, go somewhere and shoot up a bunch of people. It's fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Dude, I hear you, bro.
I smoke a blunt and I want to eat some milk and cookies. And I set up my cookies and I go there and I look in the fridge and there's no milk. I'm not even going down to get milk. I'm just going to put those cookies back and go back and lay down because I'm high and I don't feel like walking downstairs to the corner. But no, I'm going to jump in a car, travel someplace and shoot a bunch of people up because I'm high.
For example, there have been several podcast episodes that we've canceled because Gary has eaten edibles earlier in the day and canceled the show, which is essentially just opening up his laptop and talking to me for an hour or two.
Exactly. That's all it is. And yet I canceled.
In his apartment. He didn't even have to go anywhere. It's down the hall.
I got to set up the computer, put the light, plug in the mic. There's a lot of shit involved, dude. And you know, I work hard, dude. I bust my ass 40 minutes a night, every fucking night. Come on, man.
I know.
It's a rough life.
It is a rough life. But you've been putting in new work on the podcast clips edited by G&B. It's a tag team effort. And we got a third wheel in the game now too, don't we?
Yeah, my son now is officially recording my own fucking documentary. We're filming my biography.
Now, when is he coming back on the show?
As I work my way to the next level, whatever that next level is, I don't know, but that's what I'm working. That's what I'm pushing. I'm pushing to get to that next level, and then from there get to that next level.
When is he going to guest on the show again?
We'll get him. Yeah, we'll get him on.
I think we should have him back.
Yeah, we should have him back. I think it'll be interesting. You know, it's always interesting. Me and my son, it's always interesting. You know,
double trouble.
Yeah, I just, forgive me if I'm bringing up, sad shit or whatever. But I just want people to see the agenda behind everything. Like what's going on with all these shootings too, right? Massive amounts of shootings.
Man, that's always what happens. Like once there's one, they have these other ones. Man, I was
there's a lot right now. I think right now there's happening a lot right now. I think.
Well, man, me and you were talking about this on the phone.
It's a fad.
When I was getting gas the other day, man, it really seems like everything is getting a little bit crazier together.
Dude, that's
so
what
it doesn't make everything else seem as crazy. There's school shootings. There's kids, bro. You saw the video that 12-year-old kid.
The 12-year-old kid robbing the store.
Yes, and then there was another kid who made gun threats. I think he was younger than 12 in I believe Texas.
Yeah, and they arrested his ass. Yeah, you can't be fucking making those threats no more.
We got the gas prices, the food, the rent. Everything is going up, dude, and it's all just
men are men, women are women. You got all this shit coming at you, man. It's all insane. Yeah, we're in the Twilight Zone. We're living in the Twilight Zone, people. It's insanity, but it's our insanity. We allow it. We allow it. Why do we even cater to this shit, man? I don't cater to it. I'm sorry. I just don't cater to it. And I'm not going to treat you bad. And I'm not going to be disrespectful to you. I mean, right off the bat, you might think that's disrespectful that I don't cater to you, but I don't see it that way, man. I got love for everybody, just don't, let me be me, you be you.
Man, I was actually just looking back at this. This shooting was on South Street, bro. Right in the middle of Philly. Yeah,
right,
it's like
a
popular spot. Yeah, I mean, dude, I've been there 50 times.
Do they have video?
Yeah.
What was going on out there? Was there like a concert?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Some people ain't even running, not even ducking. And look how quick that street cleared out. Bring that back again.
How did the boy do that?
Dude, look at that crowd. Look at that crowd. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Look, everybody gone. Look at that shit. And it's crazy how those other people just stood there. That one lady, she's probably been around so many shootouts, she don't even give a fuck. She's crazy. Why them dudes do that?
Yeah. Listen to what she says. Listen to the quote. Listen.
How did the boy do that?
Why did the boy do that?
Yeah, supposedly it was more than one person.
Yeah, it sounded like damn, three people were dead, bro.
Yeah, how many injured?
Let me see. I gotta go over to another.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, two are dead. Third individual, 22.
I wonder if it was like some sort of beef thing that the three that are dead,
yeah, definitely
were the ones they were aiming for, and a bunch of people got hit. I don't know. you hope it's not just somebody who just went, a bunch of people that just went there and just started shooting into a crowd. You're hoping at least there was like some sort of sense behind it, not logical sense, but I don't know, man. We live in a fucking weird ass fucking world.
Philadelphia set a record with 562 homicides last year, 13% increase. Damn dog. That's a lot of people getting killed, dude.
Wow. That's I don't even know, man. This is what happens when we do late shows. We get into all the dark shit. It's fucking horrible.
In the US,
what you looking at?
I'm looking at the most dangerous cities in the US.
Oh, let's check them out. Is DC still on top?
Methodology. Crime rate per 100,000 inhabitants.
Let's see. Alexander, Alabama. 14,000 people.
So this is just based off of crime rate. So like percent crime per rate of people. Memphis, West Memphis, Arkansas, Detroit,
Michigan.
Yeah, I've heard of this town, Opelika, Florida.
Wow. Opelika, Florida.
Yeah.
They're probably just mad at the name. St. Louis, Missouri. Wow. 5th most dangerous city in America.
That's where they always have the first 48 is out there. And Memphis,
Tennessee. Wow. I played both those places. Baltimore, Maryland. I played that too, man. Those are some, man, why do you keep bringing me to all these violent places, man?
They know your history.
Holy shit. Danville, Illinois, Henderson, North Carolina.
I don't know what this is.
That's the top 20 right here.
Yeah.
Little Rock. It said around the top 20 most dangerous cities in the US.
Yeah, I thought that's what this was though.
The top 100 most.
Top 100. All right, we don't need to go through the top 20.
Yeah, we don't need to go there. I'm just saying, man, that shit is. What's number one? Cleveland. I've played there, man. They be bringing me to all these fucking places that are just violent. I'm starting to think my bookers are trying to kill me.
Maybe that's how they get rid of us. Gary dies in a shootout at a comedy club.
What the fuck is up with that, man? Every place is so fucking violent that I go to. I gotta be honest, they don't seem violent when I go.
That's because you're used to it, dude.
No, I mean, every time I go, it seems like the people all get along and shit. Maybe I'm wrong. What the fuck do I know? Maybe I'm fucking wrong, but damn, I didn't even know those places were like in the top fucking. I'm surprised New York's not up on there. That's weird. New York, what are you doing, New York? I remember when you used to be one of the violent places. You know what I'm saying? I remember when we used to be rocking in the violence, man. What's going on now, New York? See what happens when you gentrify a place, man? We lose our rankings. We lose our standings. It's fucked up.
How about your girl Amber Heard going down?
It's not my girl. You know what I'm saying? That's an evil, wicked woman.
Dude, they're both crazy, bro.
I mean, yeah, who gives a fuck at the end of the day? I don't give a shit. Supposedly he bankrupted us, supposedly. Supposedly. I don't know, 15 mil. I mean, supposedly those things are very hard to prove. So he has his lawyers were eating them up.
Right.
I watched like when it first came out, I watched it. It had me kind of captivated for the very like first day or two. Lost interest real quick. And then every now and then I catch like some highlights.
To me, it seemed like a real big time suck,
Yeah, I've watched some highlights and shit. I mean, not for nothing. The chick is, you just look at her, you could tell she's one of those evil chicks. You just look at her, I'm sorry, and just you could tell, you could just tell. And don't get mad at me that I can tell. I can just tell because, she resembled a lot the woman I was once married to. So I know evil when I see it, baby.
Oh, gee. That's not nice.
She probably listens to my podcast. I know my daughter does.
It's not nice.
I'm just joking, man. What do you want me to say, man? It's not my fault. I didn't raise you. I'm terrible. Look, I know I'm terrible, man. What do you want me to tell you? I'll be the first one to say I'm no good. You know I'm no good. You're yawning over there already, man. You're such a tired little boy. When did they start making you young folks so weak? When did they start making y'all? Which one was it?
What'd you say? You broke up for a second.
When did our young people start getting so weak and like tired and unmotivated? I think it's in all the food and it's in all that shit they're spraying. Like I don't understand why people never question the shit that's being sprayed around them.
Just
you know what I'm saying? Like
tired,
I remember
bro.
being when I used to live in Ravenswood, man. I remember we'd be chilling on a bench and the truck would come by that sprays the trees. And they would spray it like right all over us. I'd get pissed. I'd jump up and like, what the fuck are you doing, dog? And they would just spray it over anybody walking. People walking through the street, drive right past them and spray them with poison. With fucking poison. The shit kills insects.
I know, bro. They have like all the.
You're annoying me with that yawn.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm waiting for the technology where I could reach out into the screen and grab your face. All right. You would have me grabbing your face and shaking you just now.
Every time you say yawn, you yawn.
You notice I'm not even normally those shits are contagious. Normally you yawn, I yawn. But you notice that's not happening, right?
Every time you say it, it comes again. And I have to.
That's because I control you. I'm mentally fucking brain fucking you. You ever been brain fucked, dog? I'm doing it right now. I'm brain fucking you. I'm taking long, deep strokes into your forehead, and you don't even know it. You don't even know it, dude.
That sounds about right. Can't even feel it. That sounds about right.
I'm teabagging your eyes right now, and you don't even know. You're so caught up in your own shit. Hey, me, Bobby, motherfuckers.
And it feels great. Oh man.
It's amazing.
What were we saying?
I never pay attention to what we're saying. I really couldn't even tell you. I was talking about fucking your head.
No, that wasn't it.
I was talking about mind fucking your brain and teabagging your eyeballs.
Oh, you're talking about them spraying everything.
Oh yeah, they used to spray poison. I mean, and everybody, and then you drive away and people back in the day were saying chemtrails, and be like, not chemtrails. No matter what the fuck is it? They spray some shit into the sky. There's obviously going to come down on something or somebody. What the fuck is it? And you can't even, like I said, man, it's all, you can't even get deep, because then you start getting deep into shit like the food we eat and the shit that's in that food, the shit they're feeding us, the fact that Monsanto has like 90% of the food that's in the fucking stores or some shit, and they're a poison fucking company. It's all kinds of shit, man. Our water's not even good, man. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Why are we still fucking creating new people? Let's just fucking, call it a day. Let's let everything fucking go loose and just stop creating people and just boom. Let's let it run out. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are people doing, yo? Everybody wants, truth is, I don't even know what everybody wants anymore. I can't even tell you what people want. I guess people want it. You know what people want? They want to be angry. They want to be angry. They want to be offended. They want to be fucking stressed throughout their lives. They're not happy unless they're stressed. They want to be angry about something. I think they wake up every day looking for something to be angry about. What were you showing me right there?
This is a chart of.
It looks like a chart.
That of brands that big companies own, right?
Yeah.
And just shows you how there's only really a few companies that own pretty much everything.
Now, is Monsanto up there?
I don't know. I didn't think Monsanto was a company anymore. Oh yeah, it is no, it was an agro.
Was.
Yeah,
All right. So then they changed their name.
Yeah, here I'll look.
That's what happened.
Reformed.
It's still around, but they changed their name.
Yeah.
When did they go out of business?
(2016).
All right, 2016.
Bayer announced its intent to acquire Monsanto after getting ES.
Oh. What else you got
so
there, buddy?
It's owned by Bayer now.
Bayer, the aspirin people?
Yeah.
Oh. So like I said, they're still around. They're just under a different name, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking. So what does Bayer own? Are they up on there? What are the companies them motherfuckers are producing? Other than aspirin. Other than aspirin.
So many, bro.
It's insane.
I mean, here's some just products that they have. Aspirin, Afrin, Aleve, Alka-Seltzer, Claritin, Dr. Scholl's.
Well, at least they're sticking with what they know.
Well, no, dude, they also make a whole bunch of pesticides and stuff like that.
Well, once again.
Oh, here you go, dude. This is them. Seeds and traits and cough and cold medicine.
Yeah, I mean, they're sticking pretty Alka-Seltzer. They're sticking with pretty much what they know, which is drugs.
Herbicides, chemicals.
Chemicals, yeah.
For all sorts of purposes.
Yeah, I mean, they don't own McDonald's and shit. Who owns McDonald's? I saw McDonald's up there on that thing. On that map. I saw McDonald's on that chart. Who owns that? What company is feeding us those burgers? McDonald's, man. What a fucking shithole that is, too. Fucking prices are ridiculous.
I don't think it has a parent company. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. That's the thing. All these companies get bought out by one company and it winds up, you know, the whole world is run by like 4 fucking companies. What the fuck?
They separate and then they merge and get big, and then they separate and they merge and they get big, and they separate and they merge and they get big. It's the American dream. Now I'm sad.
This has been the lighter side. This was a real light fucking podcast. You never know what you're going to get with us, man. You know, what do you want, man? It's real conversation. It's just where I'm at. This is what happens when you spend all day watching fucking propaganda videos. You know, don't do it. Fucks with your head.
And your emotions and your mental state and those around you.
And everything around you, man.
Anything you touch gets infected by the disease.
It's terrible.
Man, maybe that's the movie idea. We write a movie script about like a horror movie, and the disease is everyone gets sucked into believing the propaganda. Then everything goes haywire from there. Ooh.
Well, it's funny because I was sitting there saying, yeah, they should make a movie if everything goes in the direction they want it to go. You know, like the way they're moving toward everything, if everything went that way. And then I think about that movie, The Last Man. Why The Last Man? I didn't finish watching it. It's it's about all the men die.
Correct.
And only one man is alive. And it's funny because they show something in it that's pretty interesting. There are men walking around in that movie, but they're transgender men.
Interesting.
So they make a very interesting point there. And if I'm correct, this was written by a woman. If I'm correct, now correct. I had to double check to see who did it. It's called Why The Last Man. It's on Hulu. If I'm correct, it's still on. And I started watching. It's a series. I started watching, and it's about one day they wake up and there's no men. All the men are just dead. They all just die.
The comic book was written by a man and a woman, and the series was developed by a woman.
Yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible series. It's fucking. I mean, it doesn't give women a lot of credit. I got to be honest. It doesn't give women a lot of credit. It's like I couldn't finish watching it. It was just so fucking annoying. All I kept thinking was, man, I would not want to be the last man. I would just not want to be I would want to go with everybody else. Let me go. Straight up, man. Dude, it was like the world kind of got shut down. And it's like it was running a couple of days ago. Now that men died in 2 days, I'm surprised. Like I said, I'm surprised the woman wrote it because like now it shows that if it was done, you know, they'd be kind of stuck. They would be kind of stuck because everything they don't even get rid of the bodies. They leave these dudes in the street, just like
there for all to
deteriorating.
see.
What happened?
Just stranded there for all to see.
Yeah, they're just leaving the streets. They don't even think like, all right, let's get these bodies out of here because they're gonna decompose and they're gonna fucking not be good, you know. And it's funny because you know, like all the wives of the men that were in charge, they kind of take charge. But you would think that would probably happen because everyone's gonna think because their husbands ran the world, they were there with them, they know what to do.
Or the people who were in power want to stay in power.
And the female people who were in power stay in power. Yes, that's what happens, you know. But at the end of the day, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, at least as far as I got in the series, they didn't know what the fuck to do. And it just became so fucking annoying, man. And then I'm thinking to myself, the problem with that is it doesn't work with everybody. Like the wives of the plumbers, they don't know how to be plumbers. And the wives of all the other fucking electricians and all that, they don't know how to do electricity and all that. So they become fucked, you know? It's like everything just shuts down.
But I guess if you were an electrician, you'd probably be making big money.
If you know how to do, I mean, there's a couple of women who know how to do that. I mean, you look at Ray's lady, she's a carpenter, hardcore, like works construction.
Yeah. New York City Carpenters Union carpenter.
Yeah. She would be highly fucking needed. You know what I'm saying? So
Ray would not. I'm just messing around. Ray's also a carpenter.
Well, Ray would be dead.
Yeah, Ray would be dead. Yeah.
You know.
Sorry, Ray.
Well, you'd be dead too. All the dudes would be dead. I'd probably be the last one standing. I'd be that last man standing because I don't want to be so badly. It would be me. It would be my
your ultimate
curse.
worst night. Your worst nightmare.
My worst nightmare. Now I gotta fucking be alive. Oh man. Well, you know what, dude? I gotta do the radio in the morning.
Oh.
If you live in Jersey, man, I do the Monday morning show with Jojo and Scotty every Monday. We talk some conspiracies and shit. I got a little segment every Monday. So if you're in the Jersey area, check me out. All right. Every Monday at I think we go on at 7 a.m. Yeah, so I gotta be up early. What else? Yeah, follow me, Gary G. Garcia. Follow Brian at this is my man Jojo and Scotty. Those are my dogs right there. Big up to Jojo and Scotty. Pew, 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 pew. Follow Brian at Brian the Video Guy. Follow us on Only in Soul for all kinds of content and stuff like that. If you're following us on YouTube, like, subscribe. I'm supposed to say it. You know, it helps the algorithms and shit, man. Help us out. And check me out Mondays in New York. You know, I'm at the Grizzly Pear. I got a show in Hempstead, but by the time this comes out, I already have done the show. But every Monday, midnight show. And then you can catch me in Atlantic City, AC Jokes. You know what I'm saying? And in case you was wondering, this episode of Rated G was brought to you by Triple X Playground. What is Triple X Playground? Only the best adult game ever made. If you want to experience new levels of deepness and sloppiness and wildness in your sex life, well, get yourself a fucking Triple X Playground board game and open up those minds and butt cheeks. And you can check them out at triplexplayground.com. And if you're in Astoria and you're looking for some weed, and I'm also going to be running shows out of this spot every Monday, 8 o'clock, starting next Monday, which is, I think, the 12th or the 14th or something like that. But either way, whatever Monday's right around there, you can catch us at Apollo Buds. All right. Apollo Buds is located at 2509 Astoria Boulevard. And call for an appointment at 347-355-5281. That number again, 347-355-5281.
And if you're looking for a good time, call 347-283-0884.
That's written on every bathroom wall that I travel. I say for a good time, call. I got to start doing that, actually. That's what I'm going to start doing.
Yes.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Dick pics only, too.
Yeah, man. And let's not forget our other sponsors.
What's Good CBD.com.
What's Good CBD.
THC, maybe a little too hot for you. Try some CBD and Delta 8 products out. What's Good CBD.com.
And just check them out. What's Good CBD, man. Check out the website. They got all kinds of stuff. Just, what's good. And I want to thank you guys for listening to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian Licata. Believe me when I say we appreciate every single one of you, man. Stay safe, stay alert, live in love, and don't let them scare you, because if they can't scare you, they can't control you.